This is our salute to the USS Oscar Austin. We're here at Greenwood Cemetery where Oscar is buried in Phoenix, Arizona. Our goal is to continue to bring recognition to Oscar Austin and what he's done and sacrificed himself for this country. We're going to introduce a number of people who have supported the memorial for Oscar Austin over the years. We're the Buffalo Soldiers of America, Arizona chapter.
In remembrance of PFC Oscar Palmer Austin, 15 January 1949, 23 February 1969. On this day, several years ago, a young man from Phoenix became a hero. Fighting for a nation with bitter strife, in Vietnam he served and gave his life. He heard a fellow Marine wounded on the ground, yelling and screaming. What a dreadful sound. As the agony and despair began to increase, he had to act fast to make the screaming cease. In a safe place, he left his post to save his buddy, which needed him most. He ran to his aid as fast as he could to shelter his brother as he trained he should. He ran to his aid. When he arrived, to save his friend, he tried bravely to prevent his end. Fearlessly helping after being shot himself, he still had the ability to help whomever else. He covered a grenade to suppress its blast. Unfortunately, he died. He did not last. Although he died in the blink of an eye, we shall never forget his gallant cry. If he had lived, what might we see? A wife, children, and grandchildren, perhaps a legacy. Many years have passed. Plenty has been done. Two significant things for this Texas-born son. The Medal of Honor is the highest to receive, a Navy vessel in his name because of what he believed. DDG 79, a great command, serving with pride and integrity, will make his name stand. Deployed on this ship will carry his name. Living up fully is what we acclaim. It's our time, sailors, to step to the plate with honor and sacrifice. Make no mistake. Stepping to the plate and doing what we can is the least we can do to honor this fallen man. 23 February, indeed a special day. It's Oscar's testimony. What more is there to say? Rest in peace for now. Until that great day, Lord, please hear what ask and say.
3 years ago, I saw this group out here doing a memorial service. I was on around February 23rd. It was on a local TV channel. Saw that the grave marker looked bad, looked like this, made it look like that. I started Mission Restore Bronze shortly after that. We're now in 49 states with 51,000 people restoring soldiers' grave markers because of Oscar Austin's first restoration. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eric Slick Reed. I am honored to be part of the Oscar Memorial. What you see before you is a labor of love. 3 years ago, when I first became of the history of Oscar Austin, I decided I wanted to do more than just read about the history. I wanted to know the history. I wanted to actually walk the history. What I did was I found a model of the ship and I created it myself, what you see before you. I also researched the information on Oscar Austin, the person he saved, and I memorialized him. What I have is a memorial of the Buffalo Soldiers. I have 16 full-size mannequins, which I take as a traveling museum to honor the Buffalo Soldiers. Even though Oscar Austin was past the Buffalo Soldiers time period, it was the first war where it was totally integrated. And I would just wanted to remember him and honor him in my way. And again, my name is Eric Slick Reed, and I'm part of the Arizona Buffalo Soldiers. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe Frame. I am the commander of the American Legion Post 137 in Tonopah, Arizona. It is named Isaiah Mays, Bill MAULDIN. We are very proud of the name Isaiah Mays because he was also a Medal of Honor recipient. The Buffalo Soldiers worked along with several other groups around 2007 to exhumed the body of Isaiah Mays and take him back to Arlington. That was successful. It took a lot of work, They work with that, and I got involved with the Buffalo Soldiers and the things that they're doing because they are very involved with our post. To Isaiah Mays was a Buffalo Soldier. It does me proud to work with this group and to be at the memorial for Oscar Austin because I am a Vietnam veteran myself, Navy, 2 tours, and it is very humbling to be a part of this.
My name is Leo Hernandez. I'm a member of the Buffalo Soldiers. They call me Lionheart. I went to the same high school that Oscar went. He was in class of 67. I was in class of 65. Saw him on campus, but never really hung out with him. I was a Navy corpsman. I was stationed with 1st Marine Division at Camp Middleton, and then I got transferred to the USS Plymouth Rock out of Norfolk, Virginia, the same place that you guys are from. I want to talk a little bit about some of the people that I talked to who remember Oscar and some of the things that they said about him. Oscar, Staff Sergeant, United States Marine Corps, Oscar Barboa, worked with Oscar when they were in high school, and knew him in high school. Described him as a very friendly, funny guy. Told a story about him that Oscar grew up in South Phoenix, and as a result of that, he learned a little bit of Spanish. But he used to tease the girls by making up Spanish and talking in Spanish that he made up for 3 to 5 minutes. Total ridiculous nonsense. But that was his sense of humor coming through. Oscar Barboa was in country in Vietnam when he got news that Oscar had been killed. And he says his own mother took it very badly because she knew Oscar real well and she really liked him. So all he could say was that Oscar was nice to everybody, never had a mean thing to say, funny, happy guy. And that seems to be what everybody else said about him. Catherine Van Carr, also from his class, 1967, remembers going to school with him at Booker T. Washington Elementary, 6th and 7th grade. And again, remembers him as a happy-go-lucky kid who would like to have fun with 2 of his best friends. Roque Hasso, who was in class of 65, remembers him from the neighborhood. He grew up a couple of houses across the street from him. He says that they were 2 years apart, so he did not know Oscar very close, but they walked to school several times together. He said Oscar didn't play any sports because he had to work to support his mom, who was a single mom, and so he didn't do a lot of after-school activities. He says they called Oscar, his nickname was Oscar, dropping the R. Roque Hasso has been in attendance at most of the ceremonies that we've made in order to honor Oscar. Maria Perkins from class of 67, same class that Oscar is in, is now the president of the Women's Auxiliary at American Legion Post 41, who have been big supporters of the Oscar Austin recognition project. She remembers him as being just a really friendly, happy guy. She says she used to run across him on campus, and he was always very polite. He always said good morning or hello, and it seems like everybody remembers him as just a polite, happy kid, average, nice guy. Somebody called him a real stand-up guy.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Oscar Barboa from the hottest place in the world, Phoenix, Arizona. I also attended Phoenix Union High, same high school that Oscar Austin graduated from. He was 1 year ahead of me, but we had a class together. I mostly knew him from work. Oscar and his mom work at an industrial laundromat in the inner city, and he was very well liked by the ladies, as once the bags, 70, 80-pound bags from laundry were dropped, Oscar would drag them to the ladies to be washed, to the seamstresses, to everyone. Everyone they actually loved him. He was a loving person. He always had a smile, a smirk, not sarcastic. He was just a happy, crazy kid, a good man. I like to believe he was a religious person, as he was not vulgar, never an indecent person, neither at Phoenix Union or at our place of work. Just a lot of, it gives me a pleasure, a lot of honor to have known that he is being remembered almost 50 years later, and his brotherhood, the fellowship, Americans, continue to honor his service to our nation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gene Hester. I served in the United States Air Force. I'm with the Buffalo Soldiers, and I'm also here to support our Oscar Austin.
My name is Arthur Thomas. I joined the Buffalo Soldiers because I enjoyed, very pleased at what I heard that they do. I served in the Navy 6 years. I spent most of that time overseas. I was aboard 2 ships, and so I just wanted to support the Oscar Austin Memorial. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Hostetler, Little Hoss. I've been with the Buffalo Soldiers, here helping them give this man his honors for serving for his country. My father and brother both served the military. I didn't. I joined this organization to help out.
John T. Booker served in the Army and one tour over in Lebanon under the draft board. And I'm a Buffalo Soldier from Rancho Cucamonga, and always over here to visit Oscar Austin's memorial. Thank you.
Hello, my name is William Cook. I'm a former United States Marine serving in the United States Marine Corps, 1968 to 1972. We're here to honor Oscar P. Austin, my fellow Marine and brother, and to salute the members of the Oscar P. Austin battleship destroyer. To the crew, officers, and commander, first I want to say thank you very much. And I also want to say that the honor to stand here today to give tribute to Oscar P. Austin is also an honor to your service. His service was sacrifice and honor, which is the motto of your crew. And I hope that each and every day your crew and the Oscar P. Austin ship goes out and do their duty with honor and with great integrity for the service of our country. We are here to make sure that Oscar P. Austin is never forgotten, and that his service and his sacrifice will not have been in vain. We wish you Godspeed and safe voyage. Thank you very much from Phoenix, Arizona.
My name is Charles Sager, former Air Force, U.S. Air Force, served from 53 to 63. Served at the end of the Korean War and the beginning of Vietnam. Happy to be a Buffalo Soldier.
Hello, my name is Manny Hester / Chile. I'm glad to be part of Buffalo Soldiers. I'm also here representing the AMVEX Post 15 as Commander Post 15. Our duty is to serve and protect all AMVEX people in the Army, all forces. So I just want to say I'm glad to be part of this organization. Thank you.
Good morning. I come with thanks and greetings from the Phoenix Union High School District. Personally, I did not know Oscar. I followed him as a counselor at Phoenix Union High School, per se. It was in 1996 that I first learned of his gallant, heroic actions. The ship was commissioned and named after Oscar P. Austin. At the time, I was serving in the Phoenix Union High School District as Deputy Superintendent. We called together his family and shared with them our grief and our concerns at their tremendous loss. And we referred to Oscar as having been called, because certainly it was a portrait of gallantry. And when he was called, he gave his all. He sacrificed his life, not only for his fellow man, but for his country. And as a high school district, having educated such a fine young man, we were honored to receive a portrait of the ship commissioned USS Oscar P. Austin. And for the duration of my career, that picture hung at the head of the board meeting in the boardroom of the Phoenix Union High School District. My husband and I, Louis Pete, Dr. Josephine Pete, continue to support the efforts to memorialize this young man. We would like to see something named in his honor. We acknowledge, yes, he is gone, but we are determined to support every effort to see to it that Oscar is not forgotten. And we salute the Buffalo Soldiers for their determination and their stamina and their efforts in trying to preserve that memory. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Henry Ali Martin. I'm a Buffalo soldier of Arizona, and I've been a Buffalo soldier since 2007, coming here from Hurricane Katrina. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated from high school in June, was in the Marine Corps in October, was in North Vietnam in January. I got shot twice in Vietnam. I have a Silver Star, a Bronze Star, and 2 Purple Hearts. I was in the 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines Mike Company in North Vietnam, 68-69 during that Tet. The 4th Marine Division, we lost our colors, but we just got our colors back. The 3rd Battalion, 4th Marine is in 29 Palms. 1st Battalion, 4th Marines is in Camp Pendleton. And during that era that I was in Vietnam, there was another Marine. His name was Oscar Austin. He is a Medal of Honor, and he died in Vietnam. You know, a lot of people don't know why he died and what he did and what made him jump on that hand grenade. When we go into boot camp, they teach us we are one green machine. We are single brotherhood. So when that happened to him, his instinct was to save his fellow men. And that's what he did. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud that the United States of America named a destroyer ship after him.
Hello, my name is Clovis Campbell. I'm the owner and publisher of the Arizona Informer newspaper here in Phoenix, Arizona. Also, I'm the executive director of the Commission on African American Affairs here for Governor Ducey. And I want to just talk briefly about what we think about Oscar Austin and how he has been an instrumental person in some lives around Arizona, but how more importantly, he should be considered for any other honors that are out there for him, specifically some things happening here in Arizona. I know that the Arizona Buffalo Soldiers have worked tirelessly to get some recognition for him. As a member of the state legislature, I was given information as well, and we're doing some things now with the Arizona Commission of African American Affairs. And Oscar, as a Phoenix Union High School graduate, and me being part of Phoenix Union High School District as well at the time, we kind of have something going where we really think that this is an important thing for our students to really get involved with as well. It's a learning opportunity, but it's one where we can really honor and show some heritage in the state of Arizona where African American males have done some significant things. So we're looking forward to seeing more things happen for Oscar Austin. We're looking forward to publishing more in our newspaper, as we have published a significant amount of articles. We've done some serious research and have been able to get some information that nobody has ever heard before. But at the end of the day, Oscar Austin is a real American hero and needs to be treated as such.
Hello, my name is Danny White, and I'm part of the Oscar Austin Recognition Committee. We actually formed 5 years ago in 2012 in February, secondary to an article that was written in the Arizona Informant newspaper, our Black Weekly. In that article, I did not recognize or even mention Oscar Austin. I received several calls from individuals who had gone to school with Oscar and who informed me of who he was and his sacrifice. So after some extensive research and becoming educated on the subject, I reached out to several individuals, and we actually formed a recognition committee so that the city and the state could be cognizant and aware of who this individual was. Ironically, just as Oscar came from Texas, so did my family. Just as Oscar attended one of our local elementary schools, ironically, I attended that same school, Booker T. Washington. And we are standing in front of Phoenix Union High School, where he graduated in '67, and several years later, I attended here and graduated as well. So, having said all of that, I think it's very important that this city be aware of who Oscar Palmer Austin was. An individual who is quiet by nature, but made the ultimate sacrifice in the time of need. And I think that speaks strongly to his character. And we're proud to have associated ourselves with that under the name of the Oscar Austin Recognition Committee. The committee took off once we connected with Chaz Jackson and the Buffalo Soldiers. We've been able to organize and implement a day of recognition on the third Sunday of each February, closest to February 23rd. That's the day that he paid the ultimate sacrifice, February 23rd, 1969, in Da Nang, Vietnam. On that particular day, we meet at Greenwood for a memorial service, a commemoration. We include many individuals from the various posts around the city. We've received proclamations from the governor's office all the way down to the city in recognition of that. And so we are going to continue to do that. And as I stated at the start, I'm standing in front of Phoenix Union High School, the school that he graduated from in '67, and that the University of Arizona has come in to lease for the School of Public Health. And we hope that one of the three remaining original buildings of Phoenix Union can one day bear the name of Private First Class Oscar Palmer Austin. We've been in touch with the Arizona Historical Heritage Commission and several others around the city, Representative Mouldin, former representatives, members of the city council, and we are putting together a package now to go forward with that. We're also very humbled by the opportunity to have been to the state capitol for the past 2 years and have a moment of silence in his honor. Representative Mouldin have been able to orchestrate that. Next year we hope to go to the Senate, and we hope to continue to educate, inform, and present this information to the public, because a sacrifice so great should not be left unknown over so many years.
Hi, this is State Representative Reginald Mouldin, Legislative District 27, Arizona House of Representatives. I'm here today to honor Private First Class Oscar Austin for everything that he's continued to do in his legacy. Not only being a Purple Heart recipient, but receiving the Medal of Honor, one of the highest distinguishing honor here in our country. It's amazing to see what his legacy has actually garnered throughout all communities across this country, across this world. Here in the state of Arizona, we've had that opportunity on the House floor to recognize Oscar Austin over the last 2 years, to really allow our members to recognize the sacrifice, the courage, the determination, and the memory of his spirit and of him as an individual. The next thing that we're looking to do is we want here in the state capitol, on the Capitol lawn, we're pushing to have a memorial in Private First Class Oscar Austin's name. I'll be leading the push there with a number of members in our community, our Buffalo Soldiers, our African American Commission. We believe that it's important to happen, and we believe it's important to remember history, and we truly believe that if we can do half of what Oscar Austin did in his life and living a life of courage, then we'll have a great state and a great country. Thank you again for everything that you continue to do, and we bless Oscar Austin and his family.